Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are in the world. I just wanted to take 5 minutes or so just to talk about why high performers in the workplace really struggle to switch off after work. So, you know what I'm talking about, the days where you're in your job, you're at the peak of your career, everything looks good on the outside, you've got the salary, you've got the car, you've got the house and the mortgage and the family to show for it. But something feels off, and you go to the office all day and come back, and the thoughts and feelings that you're generating inside of you throughout the working day don't seem to be able to settle in the evening. And I'm more than qualified to talk about this because I've been there. I was a project manager for 7 years. I worked at a corporate business for 13 years, and I had that all the time. Just didn't I just couldn't seem to switch off, no matter how hard I tried, and nothing out there, whether that be video games or television or just relaxing with family, didn't seem to do the trick. And I was naive to it at the time because I didn't realise how life really worked. And in this video, in this 5 minute video, I'm going to explain to you how life really works so you can recognise that noise for what it really is. So, as I say, you've been to work all day, your head's like scrambled eggs, and there's a lot of mental clutter in there. Now, just give me 2 minutes of your time, just to talk deeply about how life really works for every one of us. For me, for you, your next door neighbour, your work colleague, your wife, your husband, and your children, and your parents. Every one of us, we all seem different on the outside, don't we? We look different, we act different, we have different opinions. However, we all work the same way. We all create our experience of life, and we're the ones who choose which experiences of life that we really get into, that we really get behind. And it's true, isn't it? Because you can have an experience of life. You have experiences all the time. And some experiences and thoughts and feelings you let just fly through like trains in the night. Or there are other thoughts and feelings that you really get behind, and it's usually the ones that really give us a lot of discomfort, like worry or distress, anxiety, all those kinds of things we really take seriously. We really take those thoughts and feelings seriously. And all the happy ones and positive ones, we just seem to kind of go, oh, that's great, I'm really glad I feel that now. And we don't really see that as a problem as such, do we? Those types of things. But see the difference, what I've just described. See the thing that's so profound that I've described. We are capable of creating those thoughts and feelings, both positive and both negative. And that's because, like I've just described, we are creating beings. We create experiences of life. And the funny thing is, we associate with the world out there for how we feel in here. And it's totally understandable because that's the way we've been brought up from day one of our lives. Something out there can dictate what happens in here. It doesn't work that way. We create our own experiences, irrespective of what's going on in the outside world. That is really a big discovery for me and for you, because if you really see the deepness of that, then you know you're not at the mercy of your anxiety, of your stress, or your discomfort. And that's how people become free. People think they become free because they try and change what's going on outside of them. They change their job, they change their girlfriend, boyfriend, they want a bigger salary, they want a better car. And people wonder why they're back to square one, feeling distressed, anxious. Because it's from a faulty premise. It's here. It's always here. For each and every one of us. However, one must see that to really truly understand. You can't take my word for it. This is not something I can only tell you this through this. Yeah? However, you must see it for yourself. Because you could easily listen to me and get so noisy up here that you miss it. When the key is to kind of look beyond what I'm saying for yourself. Later on today, if you watch this video first thing in the morning, later on today, you'll probably be working at your computer and go, that's what Luke meant. Might not hit you today, might not hit you tomorrow, might not hit you next week. You might have to watch this video again when you're feeling a little bit better internally and go, that's what he meant. And don't get me wrong, I fall for this illusion all the time too. Still. Because I'm human like you. And like I said, that's what humans do. We create our experiences of life. And we believe them. And it gets us in a lot of trouble. But it can also help us get beyond problems. There's no problem out there that can't be fixed from this. Because you're doing it from a place in here, rather than all the mess in here. If you're a high performer at work and you're in the peak of your career, and you're really struggling mentally to know what to do, then look beyond your thinking and look within here. Because that's where the answer always lies. Hope you enjoyed this. Take this on board. It could really help you. Bye bye now. Bye bye.